a shame.
No, I'm just...
He used to get like skin fades. Now he just gets like a taper fade. So it's a bit better.
Yeah.
He still looks pretty good.
He's a handsome young man.
He is.
I'll give him that. He's a handsome young man.
Yeah, I love him.
Speaking of handsome young men, hello there. It's just me, your old buddy Grizzly Jim, and I am back in the studio for another episode of the Merlin's Archery Adventure Podcasts with me, Grizzly Jim. And we happen to have one of my most favouriteest archers in the whole world in the studio today, and it's my close personal friend, Ilaria Knibb. Yes. Now, you have been very busy lately, so why don't you start things off? Tell us what you've been up to.
Well, last week, when this is recorded, I went to the European Indoor Championships with Team GB. We had pretty much a full Barebow team, besides Grace, who was our token Barebow, let's say. So she came along with us, and it was just the most amazing experience ever.
Is that your first? It's not your first international, is it?
No, I went to JVD.
Yeah.
But my first World Archery event.
First World Archery International
and my
event.
first time representing GB. So.
Yeah, and you did this all very proud. I don't watch a lot of archery, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
By the time I've done all my stuff and I go home, and the last thing I really want to do is watch other people shoot.
Yeah.
But I watched your little bronze medal match, and it was lovely. It was nice to see.
Terrifying.
I can imagine. I don't think I could cope with the pressure of that. I think.
Oh no! Like, you never know how it's gonna affect you until you're there.
Yeah.
So I was in like the training hall beforehand, and I was whacking in 28s, 29s. I didn't whack in a 30. I kept trying, but didn't quite get there.
No, you tried hard.
Yeah, but everything was so smooth. I was trying to reciprocate that feeling of nerves. I was trying to intentionally make myself a bit shaky.
Yeah.
But you just can't prepare yourself for something like that.
No.
I've tried. It doesn't work.
And was you nervous? I guess you was.
I was shaking like jelly. My legs were going. It was horrible. I felt completely out of control, which is why I shot so quickly.
Yeah.
Christina, who was commentating it, noticed that I was shooting quickly because she'd practically been with me all week. We basically adopted her to the GB side. And she was like, oh yeah, she's shooting quickly. I was like, I know. It's because I'm shaking so much. Yeah. I'm so nervous.
Well, nerves and adrenaline, it can really mess you up.
Yeah. I mean, I still shot fairly good. At one point I was like, I think I messed that up. I think if you look at the live stream, you can see me say a naughty word towards the team manager. I didn't realise the camera was on me, and you can see it. So yes, that was very naughty of me.
It's okay. It's a high pressure situation. And
I chose to shoot first. So when we were even 4-4, obviously I got to shoot first again.
Yeah.
Because that last arrow is the one that's the most pressure, and obviously she shot the last one.
She felt the pressure.
She's a brilliant archer.
Yeah.
But the pressure does get to you on the big stage. I somehow managed to get the bronze.
But you're no stranger to the big stage anymore, are you? You did JVD.
Yeah.
Came second there. Yes. So you really are taking the Barebow world by storm. What did Archery GB call you? Ilaria Knibb wants to be the face of Barebow.
Oh no, that was World Archery, not just Archery.
Just World Archery.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
even like her to step up. Wow. So
I think his name Ivan Blakeway. I think that's his name. Yeah. World Archery reporter. He saw an article that my work had released, advertising my GoFundMe and saying they're proud of me for being selected. And he saw that, and he reached out through Archery GB, interviewed me, and I I mentioned that when I took on my coach, I was like, we sort of set out these like goals and stuff. And he said, what's your big time goal? And I said, well, I'd like to be the face of Barebow. And I said it in a kind of jokey way, but I also meant it in a way that's like, I want to help get Barebow the recognition it deserves.
Yeah.
So, if I can be the face of that, or help the movement, then that's what I want to do. And he took that and he was like, that's going to be the title of my article. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's cool.
But so I would like to be the face.
I think you could be the face of Barebow.
Yeah.
I think you've got what it takes.
Yeah.
But no, you're doing great things for Barebow.
Yeah.
Like, I was saying, I keep talking about the interview I had with Ollie, but we talked about you in the last episode.
Okay.
But yeah, and there is such a camaraderie when it comes to Barebow archers that I think it's still there in other forms of archery, but it seems so. You guys seem so connected in the Barebow realm.
I'd say
You're always
family.
Yeah. And I was watching all the kind of social media stuff of you guys going out there, and it was like, but yeah, like you were just like such a solid kind of team together. Like you celebrated each other, and
well, it was so lovely because obviously we've done home nations together.
Yeah.
Vicky obviously is with Wales, and then me, Anastasia, and Evie are all England.
Yeah.
So we've shot together big competitions before. You know, I'd say we're quite tight anyway. But I think the trip made them definitely feel more like family.
Yeah.
And it was nice to actually compete with them rather than against them. I know in some aspects, you know, as individuals, we were still competing against each other, but as a team, it was nice.
Yeah. So it was team bronze.
Women's team silver.
Women's team silver.
Yes.
Mixed team bronze. And individual bronze.
Yeah.
So what's the mixed team? What's?
So we had men and women, and then from each country, the top man and woman scoring, they combined to make the mixed team. So it was me and William Anderson.
Okay, what was he shooting?
Barebow.
Barebow. Still.
Yeah. So same bow type.
Oh, because I think we did it at the 3Ds. It was. I think they was doing a test event with the mixed, and it was different bow styles.
Oh, okay.
I think it was a long time ago now, and I'm quite old, so
So this was
memory's decrepit.
Same bow style, and you do like mixed team for Barebow, mixed team for Rita.
Okay, to be fair, that makes more sense.
But it's great. I think it was either the first year or the second year they've done mixed team.
Yeah.
So officially, I am the first person to win 3 medals at the Europeans, but that is because mixed team's only
because you're the face of Barebow.
No, it's because mixed team's only been introduced. But you know, it's all for the history books.
Yeah, one for the annals of history.
Yeah.
I watched your little. I say you little, like I'm belittling it, but you've started a blog, a little vlog.
Yes.
Little video thing. We'll put a link to that.
Yeah,
in the
I have
description and
got
stuff.
a YouTube. So yeah, it was.
But
I sort of did it in a way. So, like I said, I had the GoFundMe, and so many people donated. People I know, some people that I don't know, I've never met before. You know, people from all over were basically supporting me and helping me get there. So I made a promise to myself that I want to give them something in return. So I thought, you know, if I could do a vlog of the event, I can show them what their money went towards, basically. But also, I think you always see photos of people on the podiums and you see some snippets of big competitions, but you never know what it's actually like.
Yeah, get someone in there.
I went in blind, you know, I didn't know where the practice halls were, what they were going to look like, what, you know, we had a schedule, but again, you don't really know when or where everything's happening.
Yeah.
So
it can be quite overwhelming, I imagine.
Yeah. So I thought, although, you know, like next year it will be in Turkey, at least people can see what an event like that is like.
Yeah. It's a unique perspective, and it's nice to see. Nice. I
think it showed.
I like that sort of content.
Team spirit as well, you know, us all going sightseeing together and William falling asleep on the coach. You know, it's like there's some funny bits in there that, you know, makes us feel and look more human.
Yeah.
Which we are, you know, like, yes, we're GB squad, but we're just a bunch of archers going out and competing, you know. Which is
what it's all about, really, at the end of the day. But no, it was so good seeing you guys kind of just enjoy it as well.
Brilliant.
I've seen people on the international kind of stage just almost dreading every second of it and hating it and being miserable.
Or just being super serious. Like, you know, I feel like you can have fun whilst competing with the right people. Obviously, like, when you're shooting, you're serious, you know, you want to make sure you get the scores.
At the time, you've still got to do it. You've got a job to do.
As soon as those arrows have gone.
Nothing you can do about it.
Exactly. So have fun. Have a boogie. You know.
Was Anastasia? She likes a boogie, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, she was boogieing a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we need to get Anastasia in actually.
Yeah.
This really is turning into a Barebow podcast.
Well, we do have the most fun, so.
Barebow's going crazy at the moment, and it's doing so well. But I think it's because of people like you. Like, you've got some really strong characters like you, Ollie, Anastasia, Renee. Yeah. He's supposed to be coming in as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the plan.
He's too big time for me now.
Is he big time for you?
Yeah, so I'm the new Bedfordshire county team manager.
Yeah.
And we have a county shoot next week. And he said, oh, no, I don't have time for that. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, if you want to go to national county team championships next year, you need to show your face at...
How dare he?
I know.
Does he know
he's too big time. Yeah.
Does he know that you're alive?
I haven't seen him since Indoor Nationals.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he trains, by himself. He's got family commitments and stuff. But
family does tend to take up a lot of time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
No?
I miss him. I think I'm just a bit salty because I miss him, but,
He hasn't made you any things for your bows lately?
No, I think the heart weight is the best of the best. I don't think he can beat that. So.
No, you're not going to recreate that. No one else can carry that off.
I've got some ideas for if I get a new bow.
Yeah, what? Tell me. You
So
won't tell anyone.
I was thinking,
It's just between you, me, and the
you've got
10 people
the
listening to this.
part of the love heart.
Yeah.
What if you could just make a flower? A 5-petal flower. Because if you can do the curves on the love heart, so you can do the petals. Sure.
Yeah. I thought they'd be more interested.
No, just a flower.
Oh.
It's a unique shape.
I thought there was going to be some. I've got this. No, but it's just a flower.
No, I'm gonna get like a engraving tool, and I want to do some pretty designs.
Yeah.
But I think a flower shape is quite cool. You don't get flower shaped weights.
I haven't seen any.
No.
And I've been all over the warehouse.
Yeah.
And I've never seen one. So maybe that's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, Sophie Mearing asked if I can get a unicorn one made for her, but I think that's a bit extreme.
I'll be down for that. I could see that working.
I think companies need to make fun-shaped weights.
Fun-shaped weight. But do they not have to be what's the word I'm looking for?
Like equal.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, yeah, but if you've got equal weight either side of the central point, if a flower's 5 petals, you've got the top petal.
Yeah, but
and then 2.
A unicorn's going to have a horn.
Yeah.
And a tail. Well, is it the head? Is it the...
Maybe. I don't know.
I can't believe we're giving it this much thought. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
But...
she said that's the only way she'd come to Barebow is if I can get a unicorn weight for her.
Okay. What do I get if I come to Barebow?
I don't know. Round of applause? I mean...
What am I going to do with that?
Traditional... some competitions it's considered Barebow, isn't it? So
it is, I suppose. I don't need that. I'm a naturalist. No, I'm not. I'm not a nudist. That's not what that means. Is it? Is a naturalist? That's a naturalist, isn't it? And no, I'm not a naturalist. No, I don't think I'd like to do archery in the nude. I think there could be too many issues could happen there. No, this has already descended into madness around here, and I'm here for it. For it. So, we've talked about Bulgaria.
Yes.
Where you absolutely slayed.
Yeah, but there's room for improvement, which I like. I got 3 medals. But next year, if GB send a team to Turkey...
Is it every year? Or does it go Europeans, Worlds?
It used to be every other year. And then recently, I think it's been every year. But usually when it's held in Turkey, because of the price of it, John doesn't tend to like to send us.
Okay.
So the one I just did, it costs roughly around $2,000.
Yeah.
But Turkey is more expensive, so you're looking at more 3.5.
Yeah.
And obviously that's a big commitment for people to make.
Yeah, and we brushed on it before because you set up a GoFundMe to go, which for a lot of international archers, you do have to pay for yourself. It's very few and far between that it's a paid for trip. When I went to France for the Worlds in 3Ds, that self-funded. I sold a bow.
Yeah.
In fact, have you heard of an archer called New Sensei? He's a YouTuber. He's kind of a big deal actually. Okay. But I sold a bow to him, and he paid me double So what are you doing? You've paid too much. It's like, yeah, but I want to send you to the World 3Ds. Oh, bless you.
That's really lovely.
Yeah, so that was nice. So yeah, you've got to try and do these things to try and, because they're not cheap, are they, these trips? And if you do a lot of them, they get pricey.
Next indoor season, I've got big things planned.
What are your big things?
Wow. I mean, obviously, wage depending. I should hopefully be qualified by next indoors. So I'm an apprentice at the minute.
Yeah.
So that should come with a tasty increase. But I'm hoping JVD again.
Yeah.
You know, silver. There's room for improvement.
You want the
But even if I just make it to the finals again, I think that's good. So yeah, JVD again. I'd like to do Berlin.
Okay.
Because it's in December and German Christmas markets are the best.
They are the best.
And Thomas keeps saying he's going to take me to Christmas markets, and he's only ever taken me to one, and I was in Nottingham.
Thomas, come on.
I know. He did say York for this year, but I said, well, why don't we go to Berlin Open, and then we can do a German one? So, you know, it's two birds with one stone.
Yeah. I mean, it's so efficient. It's really German if you think about it. Yeah. Very efficient.
And then Lancaster.
You want to do Lancaster?
Because it's my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, so my birthday is January 21st, and I believe it starts on January 21st. Or at least I'd be flying out.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it'd be a birthday treat, basically.
You ever been to Pennsylvania before?
I've never been to America before.
Never been to America?
I mean, when I was like 6 months with my mum, but I wasn't conscious, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I wasn't aware I was in America.
Yeah. I like Pennsylvania.
Well, it's always sunny there.
I love that show. We'll talk about
that.
That's my favourite. I feel like I'm becoming Dennis Reynolds as I get older. But yeah, Pennsylvania in January though, I imagine that could be a bit.
Well, it snowed and they got stuck out there this year, so I don't mind a bit of snow.
Bit of snow?
I feel like we haven't had good snow.
No, we've had rubbish snow this year.
When I was younger at school, like we're talking primary school, so like, you know, 15 years ago, it used to snow on my birthday all the time, and I'd get a day off from school.
Yeah, it snowed on my birthday multiple times.
Yeah.
My birthday's in April.
Oh. But it doesn't snow here anymore.
No.
Or at least not good enough to like build a snowman.
Well, I grew up in the country, like right in the sticks, and I remember several times on a farm, in fact, and I remember several times as a kid we got snowed in.
Oh.
Like we had to dig ourselves out of the house.
Wow.
But you just don't get that anymore.
No. I remember I went like sledding at this like rugby field, and we didn't have a sled, but there was kind of like this broken sign from the rugby field. So we kind of just grabbed that.
Make do.
And we ended up really hurting ourselves actually. I think I had like a cut on my arm.
Really? Using a metal sign
yeah,
as a sledge.
Fun. It was what you did, you know? But
those were the days. You say you're talking like you're an old person like me, but you're only 24.
Yeah, but I mean,
I can
there's a lot
literally.
of juniors at my club, and they're making me feel old. So.
You make me feel old. I can literally feel my bones touching.
Oh,
I can't. Well, can I? I don't know. I'm thinking too much about it now. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't give to be 24 again. That'd be amazing. I peaked at like 22. I think that was my peak. It's all been very, very downhill from there. But you're still up there. You're still climbing. You're still doing that.
Well, we like to think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then hopefully European Indoor again if they send a team. So that's JVD, Berlin, Lancaster Indoors. That's 4 internationals. And who knows, maybe Vegas.
Maybe Vegas.
You know, make it a tasty 5.
See, if I had to pick, I'd want to do, I think I'd do Vegas and Lancaster, I think. That'd be the 2 more kind of spectacly, kind of razzle-dazzle. Yeah.
I mean, JVD was brilliant, you know. It was my first international, so I feel like I need to go back again, you know, experience it for a second time.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my friend Nicole this year as well. So she's 17. Yeah, she'll be 17 when we go.
Yeah.
So, I think it'd be nice to see someone experiencing it for the first time.
Yeah, I imagine that would be quite nice.
Yeah, so she's going to come with us, which will be nice. We actually had Ollie in the van with us all the way over there. So we had full travel day. My coach was going crazy.
What's he like as a travel companion?
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I picked him up the other day to bring him in for the podcast.
No, he's brilliant.
I got him to fix my car.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
I've got a heads-up display on my car, and I'd somehow turned it off.
Okay.
And I was trying to work out how to do it. And we stopped for a coffee on the way, and I was like, Ollie, you're an intelligent computerized child. Fix this. And yeah, he did. He just pushed a few buttons and fixed my car.
Oh. Well,
And
I
then
thought you meant like actually, like...
No. Only sort of computerized things.
Renee actually changed the brakes on Thomas's car.
Did he?
Yeah.
He sounds like a useful person to know.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, you got to get him in on here. That'll be good.
Yeah, he's funny.
Just people are busy. That's the trouble.
Yeah, no, I think, Renee would be brilliant on the podcast. Yeah. Ask him about his dancing.
I've heard about Renee's dancing.
Yes. You can find it on YouTube.
I've seen it on YouTube.
It's brilliant.
We
were showing Vicky before we, because she stayed at mine the night before the Europeans.
Yeah.
We were showing her and we were just like, oh my gosh.
Look at him go.
Yeah. She was like, I feel a bit embarrassed watching this.
Why? Because it's so sort of intense.
Yeah.
He throws himself into it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's quite good.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like, he's been on the big stages for dancing and now he's on the big stages for archery.
Yeah.
It's like, what's he going to do next?
It's frightening to think about, I'll be honest. I'll be frightening. Yeah. But we spoke about it a little bit earlier. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about. So that was a good segue. I could see you drifting off.
Sorry.
No, this is mostly an archery podcast. Let's talk about JVD.
Yeah.
We haven't. We spoke a little bit when I spoke to you at the National Indoor.
Yes.
You just come back from JVD.
Yeah.
So what was that like because that was your first time shooting out the country. That's a big thing for you. So how was that like making it all the way through onto the?
I mean, I was a mess. This is a running theme.
Yeah.
My qualification, I wasn't the most happy with, but it was enough to get to the finals.
Yeah.
So there was one end where I'd chucked in a couple of bad arrows, and I turned to Sarah and I was like, I think that's me out with the running for the finals. But I then had a few strong ones and I managed to just sneak in. So I was 7th. But yeah, so again, that's why I want to go back. And yeah, the finals is brutal, to say the least. You've got 8 amazing archers, plus the other person, there's a 9th person, and they have to fight against everyone else to get that.
Yeah.
The Joker.
The Joker.
Yeah. So, we had 9 of us in the finals, and it's the last one standing. So, you've got 9 brilliant archers, and you do a little warm-up. So I actually missed the target, the scoring zone in my practice because I was shaky and nervous, And then for some reason, that just made me really calm down because I was like, I'd missed the target and I was like, you know what? Like, what happens will happen, and I just felt the most calm I've ever felt at that whole competition, which was really bizarre because I was about to, try and compete for a medal. And then I whacked in an X, and then I whacked in a 10, and I got a bit excited. So my last shot, I think I flung it up, or I must have my crawl or my anchor must have been a bit deeper, and it went in the 7, but luckily that was enough. So me and Aurora, she was 8th in qualification. We'd both got 27s, and we're the only 2 who had a 27.
Hey.
So it was literally last one standard, me versus her.
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah. So there was a shoot off for 3rd place, so that's 1 arrow. And for some reason I didn't realise that I know it was the last one standing, but I didn't realise I had 3 arrows to shoot. I thought I only needed to shoot 1.
Okay.
So I'd shot my arrow, took my finger sling off, and I was like, why is she about to shoot another arrow? So I actually try and talk to her. You can see it in the video. I lean forward. I'm about to say, I swear it's only 1 arrow. And then and then Anastasia, she saved me. She shouted, you need to shoot 3. And I was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. Put my finger sling back on. And because I was completely bamboozled, they didn't go where they needed to go. But luckily it was still enough for 2nd place. So
that's incredible.
It was the most bizarre finals I've ever had. But definitely want to go back again this year, knowing what I know now.
Yeah, that you're a known quantity now. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But like same, you kind of had a little bit of a mistake, and then you calm down. There's that age old thing like people on the driving test, like they'll make a mistake pulling out the test centre. They think they failed, and then just drive a perfect test and pass.
Yeah,
and it's probably the same sort of thing. You think you've got that kind of, oh no, I've screwed up. Oh, it's terrible. What's the worst that can happen? And then you chill into it. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, no, I think I definitely need to try and get used to the big stage.
Yeah.
The nerves do get the better of me.
Well, it sounds like it's something you will get used to because you seem to do it quite a lot now.
With more practice, it'll come.
Yeah. So that's incredible. You're doing some good stuff. It's nice to see. So let's talk about Barebow, because you do love the Barebow.
Yes.
And you've got big aspirations for Barebow. So what's we've talked about this before, that you'd love to see Barebow in the Olympics.
Yes. So in 2032, the Olympics are in Brisbane.
Okay.
And Australia, fair weather, you know. I'm hoping that if anywhere is going to have Barebow, surely Australia.
Yeah.
You know, they seem keen with Barebows.
Yeah.
One of their Barebow archers was on the Lancaster stage of volley.
Hey.
So, you never know. Could be the year. It does mean I have got like 6 years to wait until potentially I might get to the Olympics.
Oh, jeez. I'll be so old then.
I'll be 30.
Shut up.
No, but for me that feels old, so.
Do you know what, turning 30 was a bigger deal than turning 40? I feel like you're kind of getting into it a bit when you turn 40, but going from your 20s to 30s is, I know, I felt that was a big...
Yeah, that's like you're an adult now.
Yeah, I need to start. Although I still feel like I'm a kid. I feel like I'm 16, like mentally.
Yeah.
Not physically. Like I crack getting out of bed in the morning. I tried to do some exercise a couple of weeks ago. I just did some running around, and I've been paying for it ever since. I've been in agony for 2 weeks because I decided to do some exercise. It's don't get old, Ilaria. Stay young. Stay young. But so how are you going to get Barebow in the Olympics? What are you going to do? How are we making this happen?
Just keep doing what I'm doing, achieving well, showing people that Barebow can perform well.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing the scores up, you know. Literally this week, the world record got beat again by Giulio Mantilli from Italy in the national competition.
Yeah.
So it's 5:59 now for a WA18, which is crazy, which is obviously nothing compared to Ollie's record, because Ollie is just a machine. But
he annoys me.
He's too good.
He's too good.
He's too good.
He needs to take him down a peg or two.
Yeah.
And take his Saurine away.
Brilliant. Oh, we all had Saurine at the indoors.
Is that the
European indoors? Yeah.
thing now?
We all had the little munchbox slices.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I took 10, and then Vicky had like 15. Anastasia had. So we were all eating Saurine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the official snack of Barebow?
I mean, I wouldn't say so. Not for me, at least.
What's your go-to? What's in your quiver? What's in your little pouch?
I don't really have a go-to. I'll tell you what I was having for breakfast every day, though, over there. French toast with the biggest dollop of Nutella you've ever seen in your life. They were all laughing at me. It was like 2 or 3 tablespoons worth of Nutella.
Fair play.
That's my go-to.
I can respect it.
Yeah.
Do you know what
just go crazy. If you're abroad, it's all inclusive. Why not?
Peanut butter. And Nutella.
Yeah. Peanut butter I find can be quite drying, though.
Oh,
in your
Skippy.
mouth.
You want some Skippy peanut butter.
Yeah.
It's a moist peanut butter. No, it's not really. It's not dry.
Yeah.
It's creamy is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like it. I go to Costco and I get like a big thing.
Yeah. No, Nutella's got my heart.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Could
Or
you...
pistachio spread.
I've never had that.
Oh, that's where it's at.
I do like a big bag of pistachios, though.
Pistachio spread, I feel like it doesn't taste like pistachios. It tastes like its own thing, but it's brilliant. It's like Nutella, it doesn't taste like hazelnuts.
No.
But it's its own thing.
Does it? I think it may. Does it? I thought it did.
I mean, I don't think Have I ever eaten a hazelnut? I'm not sure.
Well, how would you know?
I don't know.
You haven't lived.
I don't know. I maybe have. Maybe like the chopped ones on ice cream. But
Yeah.
But no, pistachio spread on a crumpet.
Yeah.
Try
I
it.
want to try that.
You should.
Why didn't you bring me some of that instead
Are
of
you
a
here for the
steak
ambassador
bake?
today?
I don't know. I'm trying. If I can make it, I'll be here. But
Okay. If you let me know, I'll bring you some pistachio spread.
I got 3 kids. The weekends are just eaten up with kids clubs and. See, I used to look forward to the weekend. I'd finish the working week and I'd be like, oh, it's the weekend. I can relax. Yeah. You got kids, you don't get to do that.
No.
The weekend's harder and ultimately more expensive.
Yeah.
So good. So what's been going on with you other than archery? Because last time we spoke, you bought a house.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's getting there. It's getting there. I feel like I say this all the time, hopefully our bathroom should be finished.
I think you was on about the bathroom when I was talking to you at the National Indoor.
The indoors, I'd spent the whole week tiling, so my body was exhausted at that competition. But yeah, so it should be done. We've had a bit of a delay with our plumber because he's booked other jobs and he's busy, but hopefully it should be finished next week.
But you've got a functional toilet. And
We've got a downstairs toilet and sink.
Yeah, I think we spoke about the location of your toilet.
And then the upstairs shower works.
Okay.
So, I can shower upstairs, but then I have to go all the way down if I need a midnight wee. Which is inconvenient. But
that's scary.
It's not too bad, actually. I live in a very quiet area.
My friend...
And I have a cat, so...
Well, there you go. Well, that's the only good reason to have a cat, is because if there's a noise downstairs, you can go, oh, it's the cat.
Yeah.
You don't know, like, oh...
And it's like, you'll come down at midnight, and the door to our living room is, like, glass.
Yeah.
And we put her in the living room and kitchen for the night. She doesn't sleep with us because she's annoying. But we love her. And if you come downstairs in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, you just see these eyes just looking at you. She's just like... And I'm just like, you're so creepy. And then she'll start meowing. And I'm like, no, it's not breakfast time. I'll see you in the morning.
No, I'm just down for a wee. Just leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, she judges you. She's
Cats
very
do judge you.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat person. I've got 2 of them, but I'm not a cat person. I've got a dog as well.
Yeah.
I'm more of a dog person.
I was always a dog person.
But our dog's a douchebag.
But my cat is, as cringy as it sounds, she's probably my best friend. I do love, she loves a cuddle. On a Thursday, no.
Cat lady, is this where you're going to end up?
No, on a Thursday, when Thomas plays football, me and, my cat's called Hazel, me and Hazel will have a girls' night.
Yeah.
We'll put on some Gilmore Girls or,
I love Gilmore Girls.
It's brilliant.
It's like
I'm
autumn.
rewatching it for like the third
It's like
time.
autumn in a cup.
Yeah. So yeah, we're currently rewatching Gilmore Girls. Yeah. It's her first time watching it. So yeah, we have a Gilmore Girls. I'll have like maybe a glass of wine or a hot chocolate, if I'm not feeling having a drink. But we'll have a little girls' night.
Yeah.
A cuddle on the sofa. And then Thomas gets in from football and she leaves me because she prefers him and then he ruins it.
Thomas.
I know.
What
just play football for another couple of hours.
Yeah, hasn't he got any other hobbies you can send him off to?
But yeah.
Getting in the way.
Yeah. I was always a dog person until her. So
yeah. So my wife really likes cats. So we've always had cats. Not that I got a choice. We've always had, but we had this one little cat called Willow. That was my cat.
Yeah.
She was nice. I could tolerate this cat, but she died, unfortunately.
Oh.
But we've got to whip it now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's an idiot dog, but I quite like him.
Yeah.
But he is an idiot. Yeah. Your best friend's a cat. What a loser. What a loser, Ilaria. I thought you were cool.
If I say, Thomas is my best friend, Yeah. I mean, he is my best friend.
Yeah.
But
that was in mine and my wife's wedding vows. That she was my best friend.
Yeah. It's so,
Kind of soppy. Really wholesome, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say Thomas is my best friend.
He's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah. I mean, he literally started archery because he used to come and watch me compete when we first started dating.
Yeah.
And he was like, why don't I just do it with you? So, I've got my coaching license, so I actually taught him archery.
What level?
Level 1.
Level. I was a level 1 coach.
So yeah, I taught him. Yeah. And now he competes with me. So, he's
not as good as you though, is he?
He's getting there. He's on the county squad with me.
Is he?
Yeah.
I shoot for the county back in the. Do you still get the bars, county bars?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he's getting there. We're excited for the outdoor season.
Yeah.
Yesterday, funny story, we've both signed up for the British Field Championships, and we've both never shot field before.
That's such an Ilaria Knibb thing to do.
Well, I just thought, like Barebow, a lot of us do field, and I was like, I might as well try it. So I just decided to sign up for the British Field Championships.
I think you'll like it.
Having never done field, I'm actually trying it for the first time next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and vlog it for the YouTube, But yeah, so I've signed up for this big competition, having never done that style before.
I think you'll like it. I think it suits Barebow nicely.
I think I'll like it, but I'm more just, I don't have any experience, and it's in May, and...
a British woodland in May, most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah.
It's really nice. You'll love it. Where is it? Where's it been held?
In Wales.
Wales, beautiful part of the world.
Somewhere that begins with a P. I can't remember what it's called.
Pentref?
I think so, yeah.
I've shot there.
Oh.
That was when I qualified for team back in 17. That was Pentref. We stopped at a very bizarre pub in the middle of nowhere that closed on a Saturday night.
Oh.
And they just left the keys. They're like, we're closing up. I was going to do a Welsh accent, but I don't want to offend anyone. And they closed up and left the keys. I'm like, they're the keys. I'm like, you're locking us in a pub hotel. I was like, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So we went for a walk.
How bizarre.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Pentref. It's a good course.
Yeah.
Good,
Well,
lots of ups and downs and angles and things.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that. So
Just
see how it goes.
just grip it and rip it, see what happens.
Yeah, I shoot 36 pounds, so I think when you get to a higher poundage, the angles don't matter as much unless they're extreme.
I guess so, yeah.
I've heard. I don't know what I'm talking about when
I don't know.
field.
Again,
Sophie Meering has actually said she'll teach me. So
she.
you know.
Go.
Yeah.
Ollie knows his stuff as well when it comes to...
Yeah, he's so busy,
He's busy.
He's a busy boy.
He's busy going out drinking. He's at uni.
Yeah. I do not miss uni drinking. That was messy.
Was it?
Yeah.
See, I never went to proper uni. I still went out drinking, but I didn't go to proper uni.
It was fun, but I don't miss it.
No.
I'm not a big drinker.
I'm not. I don't have time anymore.
I just don't like it. Well, I mean, I like it sometimes, but I get really bad acidity, and it makes me feel quite...
Wait till you're in your 40s. I've got car rennies. I've got bedside rennies. I've got kitchen rennies.
I don't like rennies.
I've got bathroom rennies.
I can't do rennies. The mintiness.
Or Tums. You could do a Tum.
I do Pepto-Bismol.
But you just...
Yeah, I'm a Pepto-Bismol kind of girl.
That tastes horrible, though.
I don't mind. I like
the pill or the drink.
The drink.
It's like drinking paint. It's like emulsion.
No, I don't mind it.
This is a really good archery podcast.
It's like Cowpole for adults who like the taste.
It's nothing like Cowpole.
I like it.
It's like drinking chalk.
I don't know. I think it's because I used to have it when I was a child. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it. I used to suffer terribly with reflux. I lost some weight last year, and I had, touch wood, not that that's real wood. I haven't had a problem. It's not as pizza. If I have pizza, like a greasy pizza, I get it. But
yeah, well, I just bought you a Greggs, so that's why I've got it right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Ilaria always brings me a Greggs whenever she comes to visit, which is nice.
Yeah.
As tribute for being in my space. You must bring me and a cake. We got a cake as well.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you said extra snacks today because you squeezed me in. So
yeah. This is the second podcast I've recorded today.
Yeah.
But no, this is no. I was looking forward to this one because you've just done something very cool, and it's nice to talk about it. But we have meandered way off the track.
Off the track, yes.
And this is why I like this format of podcast, because it does just because I could have set one up and we could have done like Zoom and whatnot. It would have been boring. I like this kind of face to face kind of let the conversation talk about Girls and Pepto-Bismol. And
Yeah, I should have worn my Gilmore Girls jumper.
You've got a Gilmore Girls jumper?
I do. And I have a mug.
Oh.
2 mugs. One that says Luke's Diner.
Yeah.
One that says, I drink as much coffee as the Gilmore Girls, which is true.
Hey.
I work for the railway, so we run off of coffee.
I sometimes wear a plaid shirt and put my hat backwards. And I kind of feel like Luke from Gilmore Girls.
I also have a oversized bed jumper that says Luke's Diner on it as well.
Hey.
Yeah, I love it.
It's nice. It's a good aesthetic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls, I like it.
Yeah, and
it's
a Christmas ornament.
I nearly bought my wife the Gilmore Girls advent calendar.
They have an advent calendar?
Yeah, and there was all sorts of, like, every door was like a little trinket or something. Because she likes that. She's an autumn person, and it's got a very autumnal vibe to Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what is weird with archery as well. Like, for me at least. I mean, I think I saw someone post about it before. Is once you've done like JVD or the Euros, you know, and you've been on the big stage, and then you go back to club shooting or like local competitions, you kind of get a bit of like a kind of thing. You know, it's
I've been there. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's weird. Like I went to my club on Wednesday, and I got there, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, like well done," you know, and showing them my medals. And I got chatting for so long that I actually forgot I was there to shoot. And then when I had like an hour left, I was like, you know what, I actually don't want to shoot, which is really bizarre because I love shooting. I always want to shoot, but I think just because like the excitement of a big event and then coming back and
they crash into normality again after the razzle dazzle of like a European.
I mean, going back to work was fine because we went out for breakfast. You know, my boss took us out for breakfast.
He took you out for breakfast?
Well, the team.
The team. Oh, not just you. No. Just for winning.
No, the team. We went out for breakfast. I don't know whether it was because I won, but I like to tell myself it was.
I would. That would be the narrative. I would
that's what I like to tell people. And then he brought in like loads of snacks.
Hey.
His brother
works
at like a market.
You should bring him here.
So he bought like salted cashews, banana chips, dates, like all healthy, like nutty kind of snacks. But no one else wanted them, so I got like a stack.
Take them.
I know. I've just been pistachios as well.
Crush them up.
Oh, they're already gone. They didn't make it home.
Why don't you bring me some pistachios?
They didn't make it home.
Where do you stand on cashews?
I love cashews.
I just love a cashew. There's a Lidl, an Aldi. I always get the two mixed up the road. And I bought a big bag of this salt and pepper cashews. And I thought, well, that'll last me like a couple of weeks, just having a little nibble.
No,
a day.
Addictive.
Gone in a day.
Yeah.
Think of the sodium. I mean, but what else you got going on? Archery, we'll see, bringing it back on track.
Yeah.
See, that's normally I'm the one that I'm the disruptor normally, but I'm trying to be a bit more, on it this time. And so, what's going on archery wise? You got anything else on in the background?
I wouldn't say so.
No.
You know, we've
just holding.
I mean, I've got the whole of the national tour booked.
Yeah.
I've got
one of those is at my club.
Meriden.
Yeah.
Oh, I shot at Meriden.
Yeah.
They hosted the women's GB Barebow for the day.
Hey.
Beautiful facilities. I'm very jealous, very jealous.
That's all right.
But I would say there wasn't a lot of spaces available for Meriden.
No.
I think it's because there's less targets available.
Yeah, well, you said it's like that's my fault. That's nothing to do. I don't have any.
Because Thomas didn't get in. Evie also didn't get in.
Did she not?
No, she forgot to do her pre-entry.
Evie.
I know. She signed up for the rest of them now,
That's all right.
but she missed out on Meriden.
No.
But I'll be there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of wood at the back. That's where me and my cronies hang out, like doing rugged manly things. But there used to be back in the day. There used to be like a little field course that was in there.
Yeah.
But it's now just a couple of lanes with some targets in a vaguely wooded area. But
yeah, no, I'm excited to get into field.
I think do you know what?
I bought some arrows ready.
Yeah.
What'd
you go for?
I just went for the Brixtons, Skylon Brixtons, because cheap and cheerful.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like until I am good, if it works out, I don't want to get expensive arrows.
No, that makes sense. Have you got them dialed in? Okay.
I haven't even fletched them.
Oh my.
They're still. I don't actually know where they are.
And when are you doing
Next
field?
Saturday.
Okay.
It's a week tomorrow.
You've got time.
Yeah, no, they're not fletched. They're made up. I just need to fletch them. But I couldn't even tell you where they are.
I can't help you with that.
Sat in my house somewhere. Probably should find them.
Probably.
But yeah, so I've got some arrows somewhere at home. They need to be fletched, ready for field. And then hopefully I'll get a bonus at work. And then if field works out, I'm going to get a new bow. A talus again, obviously. I love my talus.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do the reverse of what I have now.
Okay.
So I've got like
pink, yeah.
with blue accessories.
But
I'm going to go blue with pink accessories.
Oh.
So it's like the reverse.
So you'll have like a field bow
Yes.
and just a normal target bow.
Yeah. But like, I mean, ideally I'd have 3 bows.
3 bows?
Indoor, outdoor, field.
Okay.
But I don't have the money. I technically have 3 bows now. I have my old bow, I have my like flat bow, and then I have my competition bow.
You got a flat bow?
I do.
Hey, look at you rocking it, slumming it with the trads.
His name's Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's a flat bow.
Because he's a very sexy looking bow.
Well, there we go.
Not that I like Ronaldo at all, but it's just a nice name.
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. So, and I haven't shot it in about 3 years. It's just sat collecting dust, but it looks nice, you know. And it's there if I want to.
You don't have to, but you know, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I got it for when I used to do university archery.
Yeah.
And I used to put a lot of pressure on myself to do well. I don't feel that pressure as much anymore because I just enjoy doing archery.
That's good. That's the thing I always tell people is never forget why you picked up the bow in the first place.
Yeah, my dad always says, "Oh, remember, it's just a hobby."
It's just
you know, when I'm getting a bit, you know, he's like, "Remember, it's a hobby." And I'm like, "Yes, Dad, I know," but you know,
you got to. Archery's such a personal thing. You can take as much from it as you want. You can be as competitive as you want, or you could be casual about it, and it doesn't matter as long as you're enjoying it and you're getting out of it what you want.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's a beautiful sport. We're very lucky to do it.
How did you get into it? Because I think when you came in and did a video for me ages ago.
Yeah. So I used to do it on holiday in Fuerteventura at TUI Magic Life. Fuerteventura. That's where I used to do it. So we used to go on like all-inclusive activity family holidays. And I used to have archery in the kids club and the teens club. So I used to do it, you know, a couple of times a week, once a year, basically. And then when I was looking at universities, I was like, which universities has archery teams? Because I knew I wanted to like start it properly at uni. So I chose the University of Bristol. One, because it was the best uni in Europe for my course.
What was your course?
Paleontology and evolution.
So you're like Indiana Jones.
No, he's an archaeologist.
Same thing, isn't it?
No, not.
No, you're Ross Geller.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
I've never watched Friends. But yes, I get the reference.
It's been on TV every day for about the past 25 years. How have you not watched Friends?
I think I've watched an episode at some point. I just don't like it when they tell me when I need to laugh.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Gag reels.
A laugh track.
Yeah, it's like, I'll laugh, don't laugh for me kind of thing. I don't know, it's just weird.
I was going to put one in this.
Please don't.
Like an applause.
Okay.
Like, this podcast is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
I just never really fancied it. My mum used to be obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So we used to have a dog called Phoebe, a golden retriever.
I can say, because your mum is a lady of taste.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she loves Grizzly Jim, your mum. Hi, Mrs. Knibb.
So yeah, and then, University of Bristol.
Yeah.
It was COVID, so they weren't doing beginners courses or have-a-goes.
Yeah.
So I contacted the secretary. I said, look, I've done archery before. You know, I was like, I've done it on holiday. I understand range rules. I said, is there any chance you could let me join? And so she said, yeah, come down for a session. Obviously, like, distancing and stuff applies, whatnot. And I get there and the bow is in pieces, and I'm like, how do I, put this together? Because when I'm on holiday, they were pre-set up, So I had to ask someone to help me set it up, even though I said I'd done archery before. So they helped me set it up.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, and they could see that I could shoot, and they let me join. So I've never actually done a beginner's course.
Hey.
The first time I've ever shot a balloon was at my Merlin Ambassador Day last year.
Hey.
So yeah, and then that's when my club, because there was a kind of a running joke in my club that I'm not actually an archer, or I'm not qualified to be an archer until I've shot a balloon.
Okay.
So I shot my balloon and I was like, guys, I've finished my beginner's course. So yeah, never done a beginner's course.
Never done a beginner's course.
I was talking to Connor Hall actually, and he's never done one either.
Is he not?
No.
He must be stripped of all his achievements.
Yeah. So yeah, I've never done a beginner's. I've taught beginner's courses.
Yeah.
But I've never.
You just didn't need them.
Myself.
You've circumvented them.
Yeah.
And gone to the. And
I never received any coaching until April last year.
Really?
Yeah, taught myself.
I was self-taught pretty much.
Yeah, taught myself, sort of watched people and figured it out, taught myself string walking, all of that. Terrifying, because I used to gap shoot.
Yeah, mostly because I'm uncoachable, I think. There's some of the words that were bandied around. Yeah. But no, I mean, you've always done barebow, really?
Yeah. Technically, I started as recurve, but I never actually used the sight. No. It was on my bow, but I didn't know how to use it.
Just ignored it.
But I used to gap shoot. So when I was at 50 meters, I used to put my finger out, and I used to put the target, like the gold, where my fingernail is.
Yeah.
And then there was I think it was like one of the wrinkles on my knuckle was where I needed to aim, and I'd kind of find a place in the grass that was a slightly different shade of green, and I'd aim at that. And that's how I used to shoot. And then that's when I decided to teach myself string walking.
Yeah.
And it's a lot better.
Again, I said this to Ollie. String walking makes more sense to me than gap shooting, because you put the point of something on the thing that you're trying to hit, and that makes more sense to me than aiming at something that you're not trying to hit.
Yeah.
It hurts my poor little lizard brain.
It's how I used to shoot. I actually became the champion of Gloucestershire.
Shooting at bits of grass.
Using that method.
the nib knuckle. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's how I used to shoot. But yeah, no. And then decided that I should probably teach myself string walking if I want to be serious. And then, just picked up things along the way. Yeah. And then I convinced Duncan to be my coach. And he's been brilliant.
Did you have to bring him a steak bake or anything?
Well, he's veggie, so no.
Oh, no.
But
I do
actually,
veggie, like a sausage roll.
He's a very, very interesting man. So before he met us, me and Thomas, he'd never had a Greggs sausage roll. He'd never had an Oreo.
Oh.
And he'd never had a Subway in this country. And he'd never had a Wagamama's.
What's he doing with his life?
So we've just brought this whole new life to him. Wow. We've taken him to JVD.
You've given his life meaning.
Stood on the stage with me. He's friends with Ollie Hicks now, and Renee and Sarah Russell and me, obviously.
You obviously. And
he's tried all these new foods. So we've just, hopefully improved his life.
I would think so.
But it's funny. It's funny the way we met, actually.
Okay, you tell.
So I used to shoot in Northamptonshire.
Yep.
Which was my home county. And because I was a coach, he was the county coaching organiser. Okay. So he used to arrange get-togethers for the coaches and stuff. And once I'd left my old club, because of some differences, I moved to Bedfordshire. And I used to still be in the email chain. So he used to email saying, this is coming up. And I basically used to tell him to sod off. And I'd be like, please, can you remove me from this chain? And every time I'd get an email through, my response would be snappier and shorter to him every time. and then I met him in person at the Indoor Nationals of 24.
Yeah.
And we were talking and we got along really well. And then I realised who he was. And he was Duncan Riding. And I was like, I've just realised who you are. I said, I am so sorry. He was like, I thought it took you a while to realise who I am. And literally I was like profusely apologising for how horrible I was to him.
Like, how nasty did these emails get? Did you?
Yeah, I think he said that he's going to actually print them out and frame them. Because they weren't the nicest. I mean, they weren't horrible. It was more just saying, please, can you remove me? Like, I've left this county. It was out of frustration more than hatred. And then we started being friends, shooting together, and then I asked him to be my coach.
Hey.
So I think I've made up for it now.
Yeah, you've built some bridges.
Yeah. And now he's actually moved and is part of Bedfordshire now.
Excellent. He's probably getting the same emails now.
Probably.
He's probably skating.
Pulling the Ilaria,
Yeah, is that what it's called? Pulling an Ilaria?
I don't know, maybe.
If I ever have to write an email that starts, as per my last email, that's now called pulling an Ilaria.
Yes. I've got an Ilaria to do company.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
Denied us boarding.
Oh, because of
go to
I saw it in the video because it's not weapons. Legally, they're classed as sporting goods.
And we booked. So you pay. So I got priority, which meant I should have.
Just to give context, this is when you went to Bulgaria.
The European Indoors.
They wouldn't let you on the plane.
Going out
because you had archery equipment, which they were deeming as weapons, which it's not. Legally, archery equipment is classed as sporting goods.
Yes.
And so how did that situation fix itself?
It didn't. We actually flew with Lufthansa.
Lufthansa.
That's it, Lufthansa.
I like Lufthansa.
We flew with them. Or like Austrian Airlines was what it said on the plane, and it was brilliant. They came around, gave us little Mozart chocolates, my favourite, marzipan, beautiful. Oh. So yeah, it was a great experience. And then on the way back, we literally handed our bags in, and they didn't ask any questions. They didn't ask what sports equipment it was at all.
They don't.
And they were fine with it. But I think it was just the Luton staff.
Yeah. I think that's just somebody not knowing their job properly.
What happened is we had
allegedly
gone through, instead of checking in first, we'd gone straight to oversized baggage.
Okay.
And we were right behind people with rifles who had declared it. And so the people at that counter said, oh, like, are you carrying like rifles or weaponry? And we said, oh no, we've got sporting equipment. And then archery GB was on our shirts. And they were like, oh, what archery equipment? And we're like, yeah, sporting equipment, archery equipment. They were like, oh, we don't know the rules on archery equipment. So then when we went back to the check-in desks, the guy also came with us to ask the check-in desks about archery equipment. And when you hear archery, people are like, weapons. And everything went a bit wrong.
Yeah, it is a problem travelling internationally with archery gear. It can cause problems, but it shouldn't, because it's not weaponry. It's sporting goods. And Lufthansa, they were
brilliant.
Yeah,
we literally called them up and said, we've got archery equipment, can we come on your flight? They were fine.
Like Bogensport? Yes, Bogensport. Oh yes, put it in there. Do accents.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get it in Germany. Well, it's a German airline, but.
It's funny. So I did GCSE German, and I spoke about archery, and in German it's Bogenschießen.
Bogenschießen.
And I got my words muddled up, and I decided to say Bogenschießen.
Bogenschießen. That's a bad word.
Yeah, so I said that in my German speaking exam, and my teacher had to pause it because he couldn't stop laughing.
Bogenschießen. That's
he said he doesn't even know how that would work. I said, no, I don't know either.
I wouldn't want to see it.
No.
It's been lovely having you here. It's always nice when you come and hang out. And yes, so what's next? So we've talked about what's next actually, and you've not got a lot going on. So
I've actually got a surgery coming up.
Okay.
I've got a deviated septum, so I am getting it fixed so I can breathe
normally. I don't know what that feels like because I've never been able to do it.
Are you a bit snuffy out there? Like, what does... Are you a snorer? Is that where it's come from? You a bit of a snorer?
Thomas has complained before, so, you know. But no, I've always struggled with my breathing. It affects my hearing as well.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I used to go to ENT a lot, and it used to be a different story every time. It was like, oh, you need grommets, or oh, you need a hearing aid, or oh, you'll be deaf by the time you're 30. And then the final time, they said, oh, it's your nose. So yeah, I've never been able to breathe properly.
Okay.
Which is why cardio was always difficult for me, because my heart rate would just go up to like 210 every time, no matter what I was doing, because I can't breathe.
So you'll be able to smell in 4K.
Yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, so we'll be out of archery for, a month or so.
Okay.
Start of March. So yeah, next week.
Well, good luck with that.
But it's going to be fine.
It's going to be absolutely fine.
Yeah, I'm going to recover really quickly, and it's going to be like I never had a break at all.
Yeah. I think that's something that you bounce back quite quickly from, I think.
I hope so. I mean, supposedly the doctor...
With my advanced medical knowledge that I have.
The surgeon I have is supposedly one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
So, it should be a speedy recovery, and my coach has actually had the procedure done himself before.
Well, I've got a Dremel out there. I'll do it now.
So yeah, he's got experience. He knows, the do's and don'ts. No hot food for like the first 2 weeks.
No hot food?
Yeah. Supposedly, if you only eat cold stuff, it can speed up the recovery time.
Oh.
So he said to me, no hot food, no coffees, which is going to kill me, for 2 weeks. And then, yeah, once that's done,
Just
and
think
I'm
how
recovered.
good that first coffee's going to be.
Oh, I can't. I mean, I would be drinking iced coffees.
You'll be able to see through time.
But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully everything will be groovy. I'll be back training field because I'll have the British field champs. Trying to make sure I can shoot 50 metres ready for national tour.
When's that start?
End of April.
End of April.
So I'm cutting it
You are.
quite close. I've got one of the Meridans booked actually just before. So hopefully I should be better by then.
I'll hide something in Meriden and you have to find it. That's like a little treasure
sounds
hunt.
like a plan.
Between ends.
Yeah, but yeah, no, everything should be good.
I'll tell you now, it might still be there. If you venture out into the woods at the back, there's like a 3-sided shelter and there's a chalkboard that we use to kind of write scores down. Someone has drawn a picture of me saying, I'm Grizzly Jim and I love booty shorts. And it's a picture of me wearing booty shorts. Oh. And I don't know who's responsible for it. Oh. But it's a piece of art. I can't erase that.
No.
So it's there for all to see.
Yep.
But Illaria, it's been wonderful for you to come and spend some time with me. It must be great for you. I hope everything goes well with your surgery and you have a fast recovery and your schnoz becomes smellable and breathable.
Yes.
And
I'm going to potentially lose my nose ring though, which I'm really sad about.
No, where you could put it?
This was a rebellious move against my mum.
No.
She does not like facial piercings.
Does she not?
So when I was at uni, I called her bluff and got it done. And the £20 a week she'd send me to help with food shopping stopped straight away.
She doesn't mess your mum, does she? You don't want to...
So I had to pick up extra hours at work to make sure I could afford to live.
She's cool though.
Yeah, it was a rebellious move.
But has she come to accept it now?
Oh, she loves it. Yeah. She thinks it's cute. I mean, my sister, she's got 30 piercings.
In one face?
30. Well, she's got like her eyebrow, her tongue. She's got like lip, nose, and just loads on her ears.
I bet she's a nightmare going through an airport.
Well, they don't actually buzz.
They're not?
No, piercings don't. But
that's good.
I have to take I think I've got like 10. I've got to take my 10 out for my surgery.
I don't have any.
You should try it, it's fun.
Well, not on purpose, anyway. I've put many things in outside me due to ridiculous. That sounds.
You cut that out.
No, I'm leaving it in. No, I'm going to own it. I mean, I've stabbed myself with various implements. Still no better. I'm clumsy.
Yep.
Yeah. I shouldn't use sharp things.
No.
I'll leave it at that. But Ilaria Knibb, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Please come back again and talk to us about your various adventures, because
Yep.
you are doing brilliant things for Barebow,
Yep.
and you are a force to be reckoned with, and you are the self-proclaimed face of Barebow,
Yep.
according to World Archery. So
Yes, exactly.
that is, you can't argue with that. That's
Yeah.
out there now
Yes.
in the annals of everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that very meandering little chat with Ilaria Knibb. So I don't know who's on next. I'm all confused about who's coming in next and what the next one's going to be. But it won't be
just as brilliant.
as coherent as this one. But yeah, that's it. We're done. I don't know. Oh yeah, I've got to sign off, haven't I? It's like well. You take care, shoot straight, and we'll see you on the internet, and then it'll fade out to some, you know, and then we'll kind of have we'll just be talking about some nonsense, and it'll fade slowly into some plinky music, and then that's it, it's done.